What is the most painful thing someone can do to you? It isn't a loud argument. It isn't a harsh insult. It is the sudden, heavy weight of being avoided without a single word of explanation. Have you ever felt like people are moving away from you while still standing in the same room? Sometimes, people do not directly express their feelings. Instead, they slowly distance themselves. They reply less. They avoid eye contact. Or they stop interacting with you completely. This behavior can feel incredibly confusing. It can feel deeply hurtful. You find yourself replaying every conversation. You check your phone for messages that never come. You look for a reason in the silence, but the silence gives you nothing. In this video, we explore the psychology behind why people avoid others without saying anything. We will decode what these silent signals really mean. Understanding these patterns can help you become more aware of social behavior, relationships, and emotional communication. If you enjoy psychology, human behavior, and deep thinking content, subscribe for more videos every week. The first reason people avoid others is the fear of emotional confrontation. Most people are not taught how to have difficult conversations. To them, telling you the truth feels like a mountain they cannot climb. They worry about your reaction. They worry about their own guilt. So they choose the path of least resistance. They don't realize that their silence is often louder and more painful than the truth would ever be. The second psychological reason is a shift in emotional resonance. Human relationships are built on energy. Sometimes, a person's internal world changes. They might be going through a silent battle you know nothing about. A personal crisis, a burnout, a deep depression. In these moments, their social battery is completely drained. They don't avoid you because of who you are. They avoid you because they no longer have the strength to be who they were. They withdraw into themselves to survive. To the outside world, it looks like rejection, but on the inside, it is a desperate cry for a pause. The third reason involves the concept of cognitive dissonance. Perhaps they have done something they are not proud of. Perhaps they feel they have let you down. Seeing you reminds them of their own failure. By avoiding you, they are avoiding the reflection of their own mistakes. They aren't running away from you. They are running away from the version of themselves they see when they are around you. This behavior reveals a profound truth about human nature. We are a species that craves connection, yet we are often terrified of the vulnerability that connection requires. It is easier to build a wall than it is to build a bridge. The fourth reason is the phenomenon of social drift. Not all avoidance is intentional or malicious. Sometimes, lives simply move in different directions. Interests change. Priorities shift. A person might feel that the rhythm of the relationship has broken. Instead of having a formal breakup or a difficult talk, they allow the connection to fade out slowly. They hope that by being less available, the relationship will end naturally without anyone having to take the blame. This is the slow ghosting of the modern age. It is a passive way of ending a chapter without ever having to write the final word. The fifth reason is the establishment of a silent boundary. Sometimes, people avoid others because they feel their personal space is being invaded. They might feel overwhelmed by your energy. Or perhaps they don't know how to say no to your requests. Avoidance becomes their only shield. It is their way of saying, "I need space," without having to deal with the guilt of saying it out loud. Think about the impact this has on the person being avoided. The mind hates a vacuum. When we are left in the dark, we fill the space with our own insecurities. We assume we are boring. We assume we are unlovable. But the psychology of avoidance tells us that the silence usually belongs to the other person's limitations, not yours. So, what should you do when you feel the cold wind of avoidance? The most important thing is to stop chasing. When you chase someone who is avoiding you, You validate their need to run. You give away your power. You make your worth dependent on their response. Accept that you cannot force someone to communicate if they are not ready. You cannot fix a silence that you didn't create. Take your energy back. Focus on the people who show up. Focus on the people who answer the phone and look you in the eye. The right people will not make you guess where you stand. The right people will value your presence enough to respect you with the truth, even when the truth is difficult. Understanding these silent signals is not about winning everyone over. It is about knowing who belongs in your inner circle and who was just passing through. Never apologize for your depth. Never feel small because someone else didn't have the capacity to see you. The mind is a vast landscape. Avoidance is just one small part of the human story. By understanding it, you become the master of your own emotional reality. Thank you for joining me on the Future Minds podcast today. If this resonated with you, share your story in the comments. Protect your energy, cherish the ones who stay, and I will see you in the next exploration of the mind.